In the last class, we discussed about what is meant by clamper and what are the types of the clamper. At the same time, we discussed about what is meant by negative clamper with zero reference and with positive reference. So in this class, we discussed about what is meant by positive clamper, nothing but positive peak clamper or negative clamper with negative reference. So just I have to recall the information in the previous class. So that is what is meant by clamper. Clamper nothing but which can shift the signal to the above the DC level or below the DC level. So clampers can be divided into two types, that is positive clamper and negative clamper. So positive clamper clamps the signal to the above the DC level and negative clamper clamps the signal to the below the DC level. So that is a difference between the positive as well as negative clamper. So in the previous sessions we discussed about that is a positive peak clamper or negative clamper. So in this session we discussed about the negative clamper or positive peak clamper with negative reference. So first of all, we know that what is the condition here we have to observe. So that is when a V input signal is passing through this diode, obviously the input signal is a sinusoidal signal. So when sinusoidal signal is passing through this circuit, what happens? So here the reference voltage is a negative reference voltage, that is minus VR, and when in which condition the diode D is in on condition or in which condition diode D is off. So we have to know the conditions, that is the input signal will be less than greater than minus VR, nothing but. So for diode on condition there is a principle, that is anode voltage must be greater than the cathode voltage. So what is the condition of diode on? That is V input Vi greater than minus VR. So compare with the reference voltage, the input voltage, that is the anode voltage is greater than the reference voltage. So then only the diode is in on condition. So in this time what happens when diode is in on condition, then capacitor starts charging. So what is the charging condition of the capacitor? Simply we have to say that, so the input is having Vm and minus Vm. So the peak to peak voltage is 2 Vm. Simply it is in positive direction the maximum voltage is Vm, in the negative direction the maximum voltage is minus Vm. So when this sinusoidal signal is passing through this network in this time, so capacitor starts charging. What is the maximum condition of the capacitor's charging? So that is the Vc. Why? Because we have to pass the Vm signal, but there is a reference level. So that's why it charges up to Vc level only. So this is the normal condition when diode becomes on condition. So that is the second condition. So when diode is in off condition, that is Vi less than minus Vr. So during this time diode is in off condition. So then in this time we have to know the steady state value. So what is the steady state value we have to observe here? So simply the input voltage Vi is passing through this circuit. So then what happens? The Vi is equal to, so that is positive Vc and plus V0. That is Vc plus V0. So we have to know the condition of V0. What is the V0? So V0 is equal to Vi minus Vc. This is the steady state value. So when the transistor is in off condition, when the diode is in off condition, so we have to know the condition, that is what is the V0 we have to observe here. So that is V0 is equal to Vi minus Vc. We don't know the value of Vc. So first of all we have to get the value of Vc. So we go for the sum process, that is by applying KVL to this circuit. So then we have to know the condition of the Vc. Then we go for the finding of the output waveform. First we have to apply the input voltage, that is Vi greater than minus Vr. In this time the diode is in on condition and capacitor starts charging. Up to which condition? It's charged up to Vc condition. Why? Because so generally the charging is done up to Vm, but here there is a reference voltage, that is a negative reference, and this is positive and negative. So that's why the capacitor charges up to its maximum value. So that is up to Vc value only it charges. And when the capacitor becomes off condition, when diode becomes off condition, that is Vi less than minus V gamma or Vr. Then in this time the diode is in off condition, and in this time we have to know the steady state value. What is the steady state value? That is V input signal is reached at the output side with through capacitor, that is Vi is equal to Vc plus V0, and from this we know the value of V0 is equal to Vi minus Vc. So then we have to apply KVL at the input side for finding of Vc. Why? Because we don't know the value of Vc. So just we have to find the value of Vc by applying KVL to this circuit. So then it becomes positive and negative. and here this one is a negative and positive. Why? Because we apply a negative reference voltage. And what happens? So that is minus Vi, apply KVL to the circuit. So then the circuit becomes minus Vi, sorry, the equation becomes minus Vi plus Vc, and actually diode consisting of some cut-in voltage that is V gamma, that is plus V gamma, and minus Vr equal to 0. So as usual we have to assume that is the diode will be an ideal diode. So diode will be an ideal diode, that is V gamma will be 0. So just we have to eliminate this term, that is V gamma is equal to 0. So then we have to write like this, that is minus Vi plus Vc and minus Vr is equal to 0. So what is the input voltage? That is minus Vi. The maximum input voltage will be Vm. That's why. So this is Vm and it becomes minus Vm. The maximum input signal will be Vm. So just we have to replace this Vi with the minus Vm. Why? Because the maximum input signal will be Vm. So that's why Vi becomes Vm. So in this time the Vi becomes Vm. So just to substitute this value, then minus Vm plus Vc and minus Vr becomes 0. So then what is the we have to find, which value we have to find? So we have to find the value of Vc. So that is Vc is equal to Vm plus Vr. So this is equation number 2. So by applying KVL we have to find the value of Vc. So just substitute this value in this equation. That is so we have to write like this. So that is, what is the value of V naught? So V naught is equal to Vi minus Vc, and this is equation number 1, and equation number 2, that is Vc is equal to Vm plus Vr. So this is equation number 2. Substitute this equation in equation number 1. What happens? So that is V naught is equal to Vi minus of Vm and Vr. So this is the final equation. This is equation number 3. So in this condition we have to observe the what is an output. So we have to check the condition. So first of all I have to draw the input signal. So this is a sinusoidal signal. So time period t, and when this sinusoidal signal, that is 0, and this is input signal Vm, maximum input voltage Vm, and this one will be 0 and this one will be minus Vm. So we have to take the conditions. Here I have to draw the output, and first I have to find the output conditions, then I have to draw the output waveform. So first we have to find that is the first condition, the V input will be 0. The V input starts at 0, that's why the V input will be 0. Then what happens? So Vi is equal to 0, then what happens? The V naught is equal to minus Vm and minus Vr. So this is the first condition, that is first we start at the 0, that is Vi is equal to 0. In this time the output will be minus Vm and minus Vm and minus Vr. And the second condition, that is Vi is equal to Vm signal. So the input signal is reached at the Vm, then what happens? So then it becomes V naught is equal to Vm minus Vm and minus Vr. So then Vm and minus Vm will be cancelled, then V naught is equal to minus Vr. So this is next one. And the final one, that is Va is equal to minus Vm condition. Then what is the value of V naught? So V naught is equal to minus 2Vm, that is minus 2Vm and Vr. So this is the final one at different conditions. So this is the conditions we have to observe. For this we have to note down the value, that is what are the indications. At the input side we have to indicate minus Vm, Vm and 0 term. But at output we have to indicate these terms, that is minus Vm and minus Vr and minus Vr and minus 2Vm and minus Vr. So we have to indicate these terms. So that is first one is minus Vm and minus Vr. So maybe the input signal is a 5 volt signal, and that is minus 5 volts, and reference voltage is minus, assume that as reference voltage is a 2 volt, then what happens? It is less than minus Vm and minus Vr. That is minus Vm and minus Vr. So simply it is compared to Vm, the term will be in the below direction only. And next we have to indicate the term that is so it is at the zero condition, that's why I have to indicate here. And the next one is minus Vr. At V is equal to Vm, the output is equal to minus Vr. So obviously it is greater than minus Vm, that's why we have to indicate here. That is minus Vr. And the third one is the output is V0 is equal to minus 2 Vm and minus Vr. So it is in this direction, that is minus 2 Vm and minus Vr. So we have to draw, just we have to keep on concentrating of output waveform design drawing. So first at t is equal to 0, the output voltage is at minus Vm and minus Vr. At t is equal to nothing but at Vi is equal to Vm. So it is at this condition, that is minus Vr. And the next one is at obviously Vi is equal to 0, the output will be minus Vm and minus Vr. And Vi is equal to minus Vm, then the output is reached here and final output will be here. So the output waveform will be like this. So this is the conditions. So we have to so simply it is a positive peak clamper, that is a negative clamper with a negative reference voltage. It shifts the signal to the below DC level with a reference of minus Vr. So this is the output waveform for negative clamper with a negative reference voltage. So up to this we complete the negative clampers, nothing but it shifts the signal to the below DC level. These are also known as positive peak clampers. So next we go for the positive clampers or negative peak clampers. The difference between these two clampers are simply we have to change the diode direction. So that is the only difference between the circuit point of view. So just check the condition of the negative clamper. So just we have to shift the direction of the diode. So then what happens and what is the output waveform we have to observe. So that is a negative peak clamper or a positive clamper. The name itself is shift the signal to the above DC level. So nothing but by using this clamper we have to shift the signal to the above the DC level. So that is a major thing about this clamper. So first what is the condition and what is the output waveform we have to observe here. And here obviously the diode direction will be changed, at the same time the capacitor terminals are also interchanged. So that is first here the input is applied to the cathode of the diode and the anode of the diode is connected to the ground, and at the same time the terminals of the capacitor are interchanged. So in the previous clampers we apply a positive side of the capacitor to the V input, but here we apply a negative side to the V input. At the same time we have to observe that is a positive clamper. So nothing but it shift the signal to the above DC level. And what is the diode on condition here? So obviously we have to say that is the input voltage is nothing but anode is connected to the ground, that may be 0. We have to take it as we don't assume as a practical diode. We have to take it as a ideal diode. So for an ideal diode, the V input will be V gamma. The ideal diode, the V input will be the V gamma will be 0. So for V input will be 0 condition also, that diode is an on condition. Simply we have to say that the V input is greater than the anode voltage, or the input voltage is greater than this signal, then obviously diode is an on condition. Or simply we have to say that so at negative half cycle we have to apply Vm and minus Vr. So this is an input signal. When diode is the input signal is in negative directions, that is in the negative direction, so then diode is in on condition. The input signal will be in the positive direction, diode is in off condition. Why? Because so we have to apply a positive signal to the cathode of the diode, then diode is in off condition. And we apply a negative signal, nothing but 0, less than 0, nothing but -1 or -2, -3 or up to minus Vr. So based upon that we have to say that here this is a 0 voltage and here we apply a negative voltage. Obviously diode is in on condition. So in this time the capacitor starts charging up to maximum input condition, that is Vm, but it is in the negative direction, that's why minus Vm. So that is the thing about this condition. And when the diode is in off condition, the capacitor is normal condition, that is it starts discharging. So at steady state condition, that is when the diode is in the input signal is in negative direction, the diode is in on condition. When the diode becomes on, it can be replaced with the short circuit. Nothing but the circuit diagram will be like this. So it is replaced with the short circuit. In this time, the capacitor starts charging up to the input voltage. The maximum input voltage is Vm. So that is Vm. So when we apply a positive signal to the V input, then diode is in off condition. When the diode becomes off condition, it starts discharging. And in this time, we have to note the value of steady state condition. What is the steady state condition? We have to observe here. So from this output waveform, we have to observe that is Vi is equal to minus Vm and V0. So that is Vi is equal to the input voltage is reached at this Vm at the same time V0. That is minus Vm and plus V0. So this is the steady state condition. So first we have to know the value of V0, that is V0 is equal to Vi plus Vm. So this is equation number 1. So why? Because we don't apply any reference signal, that's why V0 is equal to Vi plus Vm. So what is the condition of the output voltage for different conditions we have to observe. So just we have to change the diode direction as well as we have to change the capacitor condition, that is then here the V input becomes minus Vm and plus V0. So then V0 is equal to Vi plus Vm. In this time we have to substitute the different values of Vi. So then we get the output waveform. So what is the output waveform we have to observe. First I have to draw the input waveform, that is so here I have to draw the input waveform. So the input waveform having the signal 0 and Vm and minus Vm. So this is the input signal. So that is V input. At the same time we have to indicate the conditions, that is maximum condition Vm, and here this one is a 0 and this one is the minus Vm condition. So at these conditions we have to observe the output waveform. So and what is an output waveform we have to observe. So here that is a 0 and Vm and minus Vm. What is the output waveform? So we have to observe. So that is first the output waveform equation V0 is equal to Vi plus Vm, and at different conditions of Vi we have to observe the waveform of V0. First we have to the input starts at 0 level, that is Vi becomes 0, that is Vi is equal to 0. What is the V0? Then V0 is equal to 0 plus Vm. So then V0 is equal to Vm. So that is the condition 1. The second condition, the input signal reaches the maximum limit, that is Vm. So that is Vi is equal to Vm. Then what happens? The V0 is equal to Vm plus Vm. So that is 2 Vm. So this is the output waveform at Vi is equal to Vm condition. The next condition, that is Vi is equal to minus Vm. So that is it becomes V0 is equal to minus Vm and plus Vm. Obviously both are cancelled, then V0 becomes 0. So this is the output waveforms for different conditions. So that is at t is equal, that is Vi is equal to 0, the output is Vm. At Vi is equal to Vm, the output is 2 Vm, and the V0 is, the Vi is equal to minus Vm condition, V0 becomes 0. So how to draw the output waveforms? So as a name itself, this is a positive clamper or negative peak clamper which shift the signal to the above the DC level. Nothing but it shift the signal to the positive direction. So we have to observe the condition, that is first condition is at Va is equal to 0. What is the output waveform? Vm. So it starts, have to indicate with the red color for the output waveform. So that is this is V0. The V0 terms will be, first one is Vm minus 2 Vm and 0. So that is so this is the indication for the output, that's why Vm, and next one is 2 Vm and 0 also. So this is the conditions we have to observe. So the first condition, that is Vi is equal to 0. So the Vi is equal to 0. What is the output waveform? V0 is equal to Vm. So that is the output waveform V0 is equal to Vm. It starts here. just have to indicate with the red color. And next one is VA is equal to VM. That is VA is equal to VM. What is the output waveform? That is 2VM. So this is the next one. So next in this dot condition, what is the input? VA is equal to 0. Obviously the output is VM. The next condition is that is VA is equal to minus VM. That is here VA is equal to minus VM. What is the output? That is V0 is equal to 0. So that is simply this one. And the last condition is here. Simply the output waveform will be like this. So this is an output waveform and this one is the input. So shift the signal to the above the DC level, nothing but a positive clamper or negative peak clamper, shift the signal to the above the DC level. So this is an output waveform of the negative clamper, negative peak clamper or the positive clamper. So this is about the zero reference, and we go for the positive clamper with positive reference, or we have to observe the output waveforms for this condition. So that is, this is an input signal, it shifts the signal to the above the line, that is above this condition. The output signal will be like this. So when the signal is passing through the positive clamper, the output is shift above the DC line. Nothing but above this line. And next one is, so this is an output condition. We have to observe this is the input waveform and this one is the output waveform. So just this is the condition of DC line, that is a 0. So just we have to check the conditions, that is so this one is a 0. So it shifts the signal to the above the 0 line. But the input signal is 10 volts peak to peak. But the output signal is above the 0 volts. Nothing but the whole 20 volt signal is above the line only. So that is the difference between the So that is the condition of the positive clamper. And next we have to check the condition, that is a positive clamper with positive reference voltage. And what is the condition of diode? Obviously we have to you have to understand the conditions easily. So then what is the conditions here and what is the condition of diode and on and off, we have to observe first. So here the input signal, that is here the input is applied to the cathode of the diode and the reference signal will be VR. So what is the condition of diode on? So the diode on condition, nothing but the VI is less than VR. So the input signal will be less than VR. The input signal is a sinusoidal signal, we know that. So it consisting of Vm and minus Vm, we have to assume like that. So peak to peak voltage is 2 Vm, it consisting of Vm and minus Vm terms. And when this signal is passing through this, what is the condition of diode on? So that is the V input signal is less than VR condition. So then the diode becomes on condition. So when the diode becomes on condition, then what happens? Capacitor starts charging. So what is the charging of the capacitor? Up to which condition it can be charged? Simply we have to say that the input signal is maximum input signal is Vm, but it charged up to the level of Vc. So that is it charged up to the level of Vc only. Why? Because here we apply a negative signal. Here we apply a reference signal, that is a plus and minus. So at the same time it charges, but the capacitor output voltage is minus Vc only. So that is Vm and minus Vm. In the previous condition it charges up to Vm condition. Why? Because a capacitor connected in between a positive and a ground, nothing but a 10 volts or for example it may be take it as 10 volts and this one is connected to ground. So when the capacitor starts charging, the maximum limit of the capacitor is more than 10 volts. Assume that like that. So it charges up to 10 volts, or the input voltage, the maximum input voltage, it charges up to 10 volts. But so when we connect a capacitor in between this input and any reference signal, so in between these two only it charges. So nothing but it is indicated with the Vc. So that is the difference between these conditions. So when any input signal is passing through this, that is Vm. So when the diode is on condition, what is the condition of diode on? That is Vi is less than Vr. So in this time the diode is in on condition. So what is the output waveform? It will be like this. Just diode is replaced with the short circuit and output diagram will be like this. And this one is V0. So this is the not steady state value. Why? Because here we apply diode is in on condition. we observe what is the steady state value simply when the diode becomes on off condition. So we observe the steady state value. So what is the steady state value? Simply we have to say that is VI greater than VR. So the input voltage is greater than VR. So in this time the diode is in off condition. In this time the capacitor starts discharging. So this is indicated with the VC. So then what happens? The input voltage, the steady state value VI is equal to, so this is a minus VC and plus V naught. So from this we have to know the value of V naught. What is the value of V naught? Then what V naught becomes? So that is V naught becomes VI minus. So VI is equal to minus VC plus V naught. From this we have to observe that is V naught is equal to VI plus VC. So this is taken as equation number 1. So we don't know the value of VC. First we have to find the VC. So general procedure, first we have to apply the KVL. What is the procedure? We have to follow here also. For negative clamper, same procedure we have to follow here also. So that is VI is equal to V naught is equal to VI plus VC. So just we have to apply the KVL at the input side, then we have to get the VC value. So what is the applying of KVL and what is the output waveform? We have to observe that is the plus and minus. So that's why applying KVL to this side, input side, that is VI minus VC. Sorry, here this one is the VC. So just I have to, so mistake in the slide, that is VI minus VC and plus VR becomes 0. So that is the VI minus VC plus VR becomes 0. So what is the input condition? VI is equal to here, the VA nothing but the input condition VM, but the capacitor is charging in the side of negative, that is the minus VM. Here we have to take it as the terminal of the capacitor is connected to the negative direction. The input will be, maximum input becomes Vi is equal to minus Vm. So then it can be write like this, that is minus Vi and minus Vc plus Vr becomes 0. As we know that minus Vi becomes minus, Vi becomes minus Vm. Then what happens? Vi becomes minus Vm, then the equation becomes like this. This one is minus of minus Vm, that is minus of minus Vm and minus Vc plus Vr becomes 0. So then we have to know the value of Vc. Vc becomes Vm plus Vr. So this is equation number 2. From this we have to know the value of equation number 1. So then what happens? So we have to check the conditions, that is V naught is equal to, the equation number 1 becomes, that is V naught becomes Vi plus Vc. From this we have to, this is an equation number 1, and what is the value of Vc? We have to find, that is Vc is equal to Vm plus Vr. So this is equation number 2. Substitute this equation number 2 in equation number 1. So that is V naught is equal to Vi plus Vm plus Vr. So this is the final equation. So for this we have to observe the output waveform for the different conditions. So just take the input waveform. So that is this input waveform will be like this. So T. So this one is a 0 and this one is up to Vm and this one is up to minus Vm. So this is an input waveform which is indicated with the green line, and from this we have to observe the output, that is Vi is equal to 0 condition. What is the output? V naught becomes Vm plus Vr. Just in place of Vi I have to substitute the 0, that is Vm plus Vr. So at Vi is equal to Vm, that becomes V naught is equal to Vm plus Vm, that is 2Vm plus Vr. And the next condition, at V naught is equal to minus Vm. So then V naught is equal to Vr. Why? Because minus Vm and plus Vm will be cancelled. The output V naught is equal to Vr. So that is at Vi is equal to 0, the output will be Vm. At Vi is equal, Vm plus Vr. And at Vi is equal to Vm, the output will be 2Vm plus Vr. and VA is equal to minus VM, the output will be VR. So from this we have to draw the output waveform. So please listen carefully for drawing this output waveform. So we have to indicate that is VM plus VR. Obviously it is greater than the VM level. So why? Because just take it as VM is 5 volts, then VR is equal to 2 volts. So then obviously 5 plus 2, it is greater than this condition. That's why here this one is VM plus VR. I have to indicate like this. And the next one is 2VM plus VR. It is also greater than the VM plus VR. That's why 2VM plus VR. So this is an output waveform. We have to observe here V0. And the next one is VR. At VA is equal to minus VM. The output is VR. So that is in the positive direction. I have to indicate here. That is the first condition at VA is equal to 0. That is the input signal VA is equal to 0. What is the output? That is VM plus VR. Just indicate here. And next one is at VI is equal to, that is the input signal VA is equal to VM. What is an output waveform? That is 2VM plus VR. So that is 2VM plus VR, and again it goes to VM plus VR, and that is VA is equal to minus VM. In this time the output will be VR, and the final one 0. This one is out. So this is the output waveform which shift the signal to the above the DC level with the reference of VR. So this is an output waveform for the positive clamper with positive reference voltage. So in the next class we discuss about the positive clamper with negative reference voltage. Thank you.